He divorced her after 8 childless years, but when he invited her to his wedding to disgrace her, she arrived in a Rolls-Royce with triplets. Episode 2. Morning sunlight streamed through Amara's tiny apartment, warming the room. Ngozi sat by the window, sipping her tea slowly. Her eyes were still puffy from endless nights of crying, but there was a new light in them, the light of hope. "Amara," Ngozi whispered, her voice steady for the first time. "The doctor said I can have children. Do you know what that means? All these years, I carried a shame that wasn't mine." Amara squeezed her hand, smiling. "Yes, my sister, and now you must live again. Emeka threw you out, but God has not thrown you away." Ngozi's lips trembled. "But what do I do now? I have nothing. No home, no job, nothing to call my own." Amara fought for a moment, then leaned closer. "You love cooking. I've seen the way you prepare food. The taste, the aroma. Why not start small? Cook and sell, even if it's just rice and beans at first. From there, you can grow." Nosy frowned. "Me? Selling food? Why not?" Amara chuckled. "Better to be known as a food seller than to be remembered as Emeka's barren ex-wife. Let people know you again, this time for your strength." Ngozi's eyes softened. Slowly, a spark of determination flickered within her. The next morning, the streets of their neighborhood woke to a new aroma. From Amara's small kitchen, Ngozi cooked steaming pots of jollof rice, beans, and fried plantain. She set up a little wooden table in front of the house, her heart pounding. "Madame Ngozi," one neighbor called as he passed, "is it true you are cooking for sale now?" Ngozi forced a smile. "Yes, Brother Chike, please come and taste. It's fresh." He bought a plate. Soon another came, and another. Within an hour, her food was sold out. Ngozi gasped, staring at the empty pots. "Amara, the food is finished!" Amara clapped her hands, laughing. "Didn't I tell you? You have golden hands. Tomorrow, cook more. People will come." Days turned into weeks. The Ngozi's food became the talk of the neighborhood. Mechanics, traders, Okada riders, even office workers stopped by her stand. Her jollof rice gained a reputation of its own. One afternoon, as Ngozi dished out food, a customer said, "Madam, your food sweet past restaurant food, oh. You should open a real shop." Ngozi smiled shyly. One day, by God's grace, Amara leaned close, whispering, "See, they believe in you already. Keep going, my sister. This is only the beginning." But even as Ngozi's life began to brighten, her nights were still heavy. Sometimes she would sit alone and remember Emeka, his words, his rejection, the coldness in his eyes. "I wasted 8 years of my life," she whispered to herself one night, tears falling silently. 8 years, only to be thrown away like nothing. Yet the next morning, when she tied her wrapper and lit her stove, the fire inside her burned stronger. She was no longer cooking just for survival. She was cooking her way to a new life. One evening, as Ngozi packed up after another successful day of sales, a sleek black SUV pulled up in front of her stand. The tinted window rolled down slowly. Her heart froze. Sitting inside, wearing a smug smile, was Emeka. "Ngozi," he said coolly. "So this is what you've become? A common food seller." Her hands trembled, but she stood tall. She looked him straight in the eyes. "You threw me away, Emeka," she said firmly, "but watch me rise." The SUV drove off, but Emeka's smirk lingered. And deep down, Ngozi knew this was only the beginning of a greater battle.